After I've had a long day of doing whatever it is I'm doing, I'll go to bed, but I won't go to sleep until a few hours after I go to bed. I'll stay up reading or listening to music, watching videos or something. And it's a very bad habit that I wish I could stop, but it got me thinking about why I do it and how I should be able to stop it. Welcome to a new video where today we're talking about avoiding tomorrow and procrastinating the future. Now, I'm not going to mince words here. The reason I do it is because I don't want to experience tomorrow. Most of the time, even if it's something good, I want to avoid it because I'm nervous, I'm anxious about what could happen. And the way I protect myself is by making this bubble that only I have control over. And the way that manifests is through me controlling when I go to sleep. I have very little control over my schedule, and this is kind of the way I get back at that, because I have full control over this. And I feel like if you guys have the same thing going on, you understand what I mean when I say I'm getting revenge. There's so many things that feel out of my control, and I just want to hold on to something that's constant. The world is a unpredictable place. It's very scary. And to have something concrete like that is fully in your control, I think is a rare thing. And I think that's where controlling people come from, who try to control others. And that is a very bad thing. And so the way I look at it is at least the only person I'm harming is myself. I'm not influencing others with this. This is my own burden to carry. I know tomorrow I'm going to be tired, and I know I'm going to feel like crap, but it's my own doing. And so I don't complain about it. I'll have my morning coffee, and I'll move on with my day. Now, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily happy with my life, because there's a lot of things I would change. But the problem is, I don't have the energy to change it, and I look at it, and I wonder why I don't have the energy, and it's exactly what I'm explaining right here. But I feel so paralyzed. I feel so out of control. And I just want to get a grip back on my life. But with the amount of things that are out of my control, it seems like the only way I can do that is through something like this, where I control when I go to sleep. Now, please don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to glorify this. Don't do something like this. It's a very bad habit to get into. But the way I look at it is, until I have more control over my daily life, this is how I exert my control. This is how I show the world that I still have my own life, and that I still do what I want to do. Now, one thing I would like to improve upon is that oftentimes I'll just be watching Reels or YouTube or something like that. I want to learn how to draw, so I've been practicing that, and I want to practice that more. But at the end of the day, I don't have the energy for that anymore. I kind of just sit there in a stagnant place, and I get trapped in this thing of my own creation. I'm the one who opened up Instagram and decided to scroll. And I have to be very careful about that, because I feel like I've wasted my time then. I'm a very black and white person in that sense, where if I realize I spent a half hour scrolling reels, I'm like, damn, I could have spent that drawing or working on an idea for a new video or something along those lines. And so I always end up going to sleep feeling bad about myself because I didn't prioritize my time. And I feel like that's where a lot of these motivational creators or self-improvement videos can be negative, is that you don't always need to be improving yourself. It's okay to take time for yourself too. It's okay to do something that you want to do and just chill after a long day. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be constantly grinding away. Everyone's race is different, right? And if you look at it that you're just racing against yourself instead of against other people, I feel like that makes it a bit easier to digest. And with something like YouTube, I'm trying to make a thing of it. I don't know why I do these videos. I haven't really looked at that. I feel like that'd be a topic for another one. But I constantly feel like I could be doing more, and that I could have more subscribers if I worked harder. But I have to remind myself that I'm just a person, and there's only so much I can do. So in a roundabout way, what I'm trying to say is that there can be things that you do to get control back in your life. Make sure it's not something that's awful, like drugs, or something that's hurting other people, because that can be a very slippery slope, and I don't want any of you falling down into that trap. And so I wanted to show how I'm not a perfect person, and it's very easy to get trapped in internet content where everyone lives these ideal lives. But I wanted to show you that I want to change and I want to be a better person. But it doesn't always work out. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. But life is constantly changing. And whatever you have to do to survive, as long as it's okay for you, then do it. I don't want to condone drug usage or hurting others. That's what I want to be very clear about. Please don't hurt yourself, and please don't hurt anyone else. That's not the point of this video. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes to survive, you need to make some sacrifices, and you need to take some time for yourself. Maybe staying up late to play a video game. Maybe that'll help you focus because it clears your mind for the next day. You guys see what I'm saying? I hope so. You guys are smart. You'll figure it out. So I'll end this video here. I hope you enjoy these. Let me know any comments or concerns or any ideas that you have. I'll be sure to respond to them, okay? You guys are awesome. You're beautiful people. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Alright, bye-bye.